It's interesting. I mean, you were born in Jordan-occupied East Jerusalem, your bio said, and you're against the BDS movement. You just spoke very beautifully about your stance, but you're a Palestinian. Why speak out against the BDS movement? It obviously makes you be at risk when you're in the United States. And are there other Palestinians like you?
First of all, I think that there are hundreds of thousands of Palestinians who are completely against the BDS. Because when people becomes against the BDS, that means that people are trying to keep their own income in turn to survive. And I will never be able to survive with a boycott. I couldn't survive with a boycott. On the other side, the BDS is not only trying to fire our workers from their jobs. In the meantime, by firing an employee from his job, you already stop the health care insurance of his children. Why these children of those workers should have to be the victims or victimized by the BDS? Why? In the meantime, by the way, the Palestinian Authority itself, it never ever stood up by calling boycott on Israel, the Palestinian Authority. Because we have these days around 150,000 Palestinian workers from the West Bank who are crossing every early morning between the West Bank to inside Israel for work. If the Palestinian Authority will start imposing boycott on Israel and not allowing these workers to go and to work, then that will be a tragedy for the Palestinian Authority. Because the Palestinian Authority is unable to find one job in the West Bank. One job. They are unable. So this is also a very important issue. But in the meantime, I am so angry on the Palestinian Authority, why the Palestinian Authority should have, in my opinion, to stand together with Israel fighting the BDS. This is what I want. Because we are the losers, friends. Israel is not a loser. I was 2 months ago invited to Harvard University. One of the questions was there, is the BDS an effective organization? I said, of course, the BDS is effective. But on whom they are effective? On the Palestinians rather than on the Israelis. What is the effectiveness of the BDS on the Soda Stream? That after the Soda Stream moved to South Israel, the yearly income of the Soda Stream today is triple than it used to be in the West Bank. This is a very nice effectiveness, no? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. So who are the losers here? The 500 Palestinian workers who lost their jobs. I still know personally Palestinian workers who used to work in the Soda Stream. Until today, they are jobless. When I asked them how it could be that you couldn't find a work, he said, I found a lot of jobs, but they offered me 1,400 shekels a month. While in the Soda Stream, his salary, monthly salary, used to be 7,000 shekels. So this is the dignity. I used to say as a Palestinian that the majority of the Palestinians these days are people who are seeking dignity rather than identity. I used to teach my Palestinian colleagues in the refugee camps that the real homeland is not the place where you're born. It is not. The real homeland where you can get dignity, justice, and freedoms. This is the real homeland. Thank you.
Thank you. It's amazing.